Back in March of 2021, a woman walked into a police department, claiming she had just shot her husband during a domestic dispute. The police quickly rushed to the scene, and they found her husband's body lying in their garage. 39-year-old Melissa Gholson was arrested and put into an interrogation room.
So we're going to talk about everything. I want to hear anything you have to say. Get your side of things. Tell me about you.
Whatever happens, I deserve. So let's talk.
And then from my understanding, I guess an argument started.
The argument has started that morning. I was woken up to an argument. I have OCD, and I struggle with washing my hands, and there's a mountain of dishes in the kitchen right now. He woke me up. I've been sleeping on the couch, and he's been sleeping in the bed, and I've been sleeping on the couch for a while.
Any fighting over anything particular, or just typical married couples?
I can't even tell you at this point anymore. I don't even...
Is he violent?
Mainly my OCD. We fight about that, because I struggle with that a lot. Is he violent? No.
Are you violent?
No. Yes, I guess.
What? That's excluding from what happened yesterday. Are you a violent person?
Normally, no. Saturday, he woke me up angry. Probably because I wasn't in bed with him again. It's been hurting him that I don't sleep in bed with him. And he just woke me up angry. I don't know if I went back to sleep, because after we fight, I'm just exhausted, and I just want to go to sleep and wake up not on edge. And
Melissa explains that after spending most of the morning arguing, the couple went out to eat. They continued arguing during their meal, mostly about how her husband's father wanted him to have Melissa Baker acted because he was worried she might harm his son. When the couple arrived home, Melissa decided she was done arguing.
What time did you guys get home?
I don't know, it was around noon, which I don't know what time exactly it was. But that was when I pulled out a gun from the drawer and then shot him.
It was a pistol, correct? A little Ruger?
I don't know, it's a 380.
A 380. Or one of those pocket size, little small ones? And you said you kept it in your drawer?
It was in the drawer, yeah.
Okay, do you keep it in there?
No.
Is that where it normally stays?
No. I had pulled it out that morning from our safe.
Okay.
It was leaving me alone.
When things started to escalate, you got it out of the safe just in case?
I had it on my person that morning when we finally called the truce, and I felt safe to put it away. I just put it in that drawer right there, and so it was right there.
Was it already chambered?
Yeah.
Did you shoot him from that location?
I shot him from multiple locations. He charged at me, and I started pulling the trigger. We ended up running into the garage. He ran. Once I started shooting, he ran into the garage, and I chased him into the garage.
You said he charged at you. Did he see you with the gun?
I think he charged at me. Yeah, he saw me pull it out. I didn't even know I had shot him. I don't think he even knew he'd been shot. He started trying to wrestle the gun away from me. We were on.
So the gun was empty at that point?
I felt it was empty. It walked open or whatnot. And then he gurgled. And I heard a gurgle. And he slumped. And he slumped between the lawnmower and the garage door.
What happened with the gun?
I just put it down. It's in the garage. There's a green tote in there. I got up and sat on it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I felt so calm. I didn't know what to do.
After taking her husband's life, it would be almost 24 hours before the police were called, and the detectives want to know why.
We wouldn't expect you to know, per se, what to do. I mean, you're going to be in shock as well. But there's a point between, that's 12 o'clock Saturday to what happened to today. There's a period in between. What did you do? Where did you go?
I laid down on the couch and I slept. I watched some TV and I cuddled my dog and I slept.
Did you go anywhere last night? Or this morning? To your sister's this morning, correct?
Melissa explains that the morning after she killed her husband, she went over to her sister's house to tell her what happened. Her sister was also interviewed, and this was her statement.
Wow, let's talk about today. What happened?
Well, we just got home from church. I was changing the kids, and got a ring on the doorbell. I thought, that's odd. Nobody rings my doorbell. Wasn't expecting anyone.
One of the kids is excited to see her, but you said she's been crying. So did she come in the house immediately, or did you go out?
Well, she had her dog, so her dog came in the house, and she came in the house. I don't think she was expecting to stay in the house, from what she was telling me later. We're playing and just hanging out a little bit, and they're playing, and she's like, "Can we talk?" And I was like, "Okay, so yeah, obviously, let's get some privacy. My house is not going to be the best privacy. Backyard, I have a dog. Okay, let's go to the front yard." We go to the front yard. I can tell whatever she's wanting to tell me, and I've got neighbors. I'm like, "Well, let's go to your car." So we went to her car, sat in her car, and just kind of chit chatting. I'm trying to. I'm kind of apologizing for our text messages because I thought this is what it was about. And she is talking funny all of a sudden. She's like, she's telling me how joyful she was in there and how much joy it was to see my son, and she hasn't felt that in a long while, and she was talking about how she's missed hanging out with us because we haven't hung out in a very long time. And then she started saying, I ruined my life. And then she said, I killed my husband, and
Bombshell.
I don't really know what to do at this point. And I knew immediately, okay, we got to get the police involved. I knew that's running through my mind. When is he still alive? I don't know. But the way she was talking, the way she was calm, it had to have been a day or two ago, is just how it seemed to me. I didn't really want police coming into my house and how that was going to pan out. And I was like, okay, let's just get, I had said, we need to take the step of, we need to tell someone this, we need to confess this type thing, we need to tell the police this needs to be told. And, obviously, and she had also mentioned she had already made some stops before she came to my house. She had went to my grandmother's house and just hugged her. She apparently stopped by my brother's house. I don't think he opened the door. We stopped by her house, parked her car. I immediately got her in my car. I wasn't going in the house. I don't do glory, and I don't do any of that stuff. And maybe that's where we should have called, and that's what my dad said. But again, my thought was get her to the police station. So I drove from her house to that police station because it was on the way. So we get there. I drive her from the Wawa to the police department there, and no one's there except for the guy I guess I talked to on the phone. And he said, you can either call the police or you can drive to this next station. She said she wants to drive. I said, okay. I wanted to just wait, because I was tired of running around. But I was like, I just got to keep her calm and keep moving. So we moved to the next place, which was the one in Green Cove. And, there I picked up that phone and it called, I guess. I don't know who it called. And at that point, she asked what was the crime. I was like, okay, I'm just going to tell them the crime because I know it's not my confession, but at this point, I feel like I'm getting
someone needs to know something.
Yeah, I'm getting too far in. They were like, okay.
That's traumatic, and I'm so sorry that you're going through it.
It's not your fault.
So, we did a good job, so thank you.
Her sister was able to bring Melissa safely to the police department before any other crimes could be committed. Now, let's get back to Melissa's interrogation, where the detective needs to figure out if what she did falls under self-defense or murder.
Have you and your husband ever been physically violent with each other? Or has it all been verbal?
It's been verbal. It's been feeling as though it's been escalating, though.
Right. But it's, at this point, it maintained verbal, maybe some Words that shouldn't be said, passed back and forth, things like that?
I've thrown things towards him to get him to try to leave me alone before.
And minus the OCD, have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness or anything? No?
When you guys came home after Publix, was he threatening you or anything? Or making threats to you? Mostly just picking at you with the dishes and things like that?
Picking, pushing the buttons, trying to get a rise.
So to help us understand, we're trying to understand. Where does it go from a verbal argument to getting a gun out, thinking the only resolution to this is death?
I don't know.
Did you not feel like you had a way out? You couldn't call somebody and get out of there?
Just got built up?
I just wanted to stop. I just wanted to be able to breathe and think. He just pushes my buttons. It's like, I just want him to stop. I just want to think. I just want to have calm. And that happens every time. I just want to, he wants me to like go do things and work on the house or do the dishes or whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing. And I just want to sleep afterwards. I can't because I'm so on edge afterwards that I just go lay down and then the next day it starts all over again because all I did was sleep the day before. And
So you don't work?
No.
So when you get the gun out of the drawer and you said he charges you, do you say anything? Are you yelling at him? Is that what catches his attention?
No, he had my attention because he was looking for the rise.
So he's looking to get a rise out of you.
He wasn't even trying to do the dishes. He just started like picking cups up and moving them around. He just thought it was funny.
Just to piss you off?
But were you yelling at him because of it?
I was asking him to stop. Yeah, I was yelling for him to stop.
Stop. Because at some point he's got to notice that you're getting the gun out, right? And did he run to the garage? And then you chased behind him?
When he saw you with the gun, did he say anything to you?
I don't think so.
He just ran at you?
I think.
What would cause him to think that you would actually pull the trigger? Because if I'm married, if my wife were to get in an argument, let's say, and she pulled a gun out, in my mind I would think she's not actually really going to do that. So why would he think that you would? To the point that he's got to run.
Did you fire any shots inside the house, or were they just in the garage?
Just the garage. Just the garage.
So you pull the trigger a couple of times, he hears the click, he makes the hard turn to go to the garage, you're chasing behind him, and
I racked it as I ran.
You racked it as you ran. You get into the garage,
and I was just firing.
And he's obviously still running from you, right?
Melissa confesses to shooting her retreating husband, which means she cannot claim self-defense. So now the question is, was it first or second-degree murder? Did she plan on killing her husband, or did it happen on impulse?
And in a rage to a point, maybe some things are blurry, but as we talk, they come back a little bit. But at the point you got the gun out, I mean, your intent was for him to die.
My intent was for him to stop.
What? You don't think he stopped when he ran to the garage?
Well, yeah. What happens next?
Well, obviously, at some point, we're going to discuss with the state attorney the things that you just divulged to us, and the decision will be made. You will be placed under arrest and charged. I don't know what the charge will be at this point. And, there's a whole booking process and things like that. We told you we'd allow you to talk to your sister, we're going to do that.
I'm going to be placed under arrest and charged today and taken to jail.
Yes, ma'am.
Part of your statement to her was, I'm a murderer. That's pretty...
I murdered my husband.
I understand that. And, at this point, that you did. Still having difficulty understanding the decision to commit murder on your husband. And understand, I don't have the OCD that you have. I said we all have some type of it, but not to the extent that you have. So, it's just a little difficult trying to understand where the decision or the switch was flipped to say, okay, this is it. And as you said, it was to get him to stop, to leave you alone so you could breathe.
I don't know what to tell you.
And I don't want you to make anything up. Tell me. I'm just speaking out loud.
The interrogation ends, but Melissa wants to know if she can talk with her father on the phone.
This is your dad. He called me back.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to get into asking you any questions.
I'm at the station right now. I don't know what happens next.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what's going to happen.
Well, yeah.
So, it took place at y'all's house.
Yeah.
Alright, no more questions.
I already answered all their questions.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't either. But I did it, so I turned myself in and not trying to hide anything, so what's the difference? Will you come see me?
When can?
At some point, I don't know. I don't know. I love you.
Love you.
I'm so sorry.
In the end, Melissa would be charged with first-degree murder. Prosecution argued that because she pulled the firearm out of her safe, that showed intent in planning. Before the case could go to trial, Melissa would accept a plea deal for 40 years in prison in exchange for her guilty plea to second-degree murder. Why do you think Melissa chose to kill her husband instead of just leaving him? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.